Okay, we got another battle report out here at the War Store in Riverhead. I'm Heavy Bolter Joe. I'm going to be playing Imperial Guard today. We're going to be playing, what, 1,000 points?
Yep.
All right, and this is Brian.
And I'm going to be playing Necrons.
All right, so we got a city fight table set up. We really like the terrain that they have out here at the War Store in Riverhead. And Brian's been working hard painting up his army. We're going to get to introduce it. You're going to see how nice it's coming out. So he's got 1,000 points, and we're going to try to follow along his painting progress. He's going to try to build this army up as he goes. And so let's get to the action. What we're playing, we got the Dawn of War set up.
Dawn of War and Big Guns Never Tire.
Big Guns Never Tire?
Yep.
All right.
Big Guns Never Tire.
All right, so let's introduce the armies. Okay, this is Brian's Necron army, 1,000 points. He's going to introduce his units. Where do you want to start?
Okay, I'm going to start with the HQ. It's Varguard Oberon, and I rolled Master of the Vanguard for the Warlord trait. Then I have 2 squads of warriors. One is 8 strong, the other is 7 strong. And then 2 squads of immortals, both 5-man strong. Both have Tesla carbines. And then I have, for fast attack, 3 wraiths. All 3 have particle casters. And for my heavy support, I have 2 doom sides.
And they have the Tesla and Heat Ray?
Tesla and the Death Ray.
Death Ray. Yeah, look at some of this. You see this marble look that he's got going here. It's amazing. Amazing paint job. And he just finished a couple of these up this week, you said?
Yep. Majority of them were finished this week.
Even the Wraiths got that going on their carapace. I also noticed you got a bunch of these little crystals coming off the bases here.
Yes, those were from a company in England. Can't remember the name. Anarchy Models, I think.
Yeah, they look really nice. Even he's got the marble look on his shoulder pads. So how do you start that off? What do? You paint the whole thing green and then you add each color as you go?
It starts as a black undercoat, and then you use a sponge or a small brush to put 3 different varying colors of green on top of each other. And I do that until I like the way it looks. And then I just take a watered down white with a very fine brush and try to draw the little lines in to make it look like the marble. Try to get them in one direction so that they looks a little more natural.
So this is all sponge work, all these little,
all sponge work.
all the different greens.
Yep.
In this episode, I'm like, I don't know. The fourth one, I didn't expect him to go in and start blowing meth and going undercover. I was like, holy shit.
It's an excellent technique, and it's a very nicely painted army. I can't wait to see it grow. All right, so this is the first 1,000 points, and
1,000 points.
You got a whole bunch of other models on the assembly line waiting to go.
They go 5 years later.
Okay, this is the Imperial Guard army, the Crimson Guard. 1,000 points. This is my company command squad with the company commander. He has plasma pistol, power fist, and his command squad with him, 3 melta guns, and then just a guardsman. He's got the Chimera with the heavy bolter and the hull, command Chimera. Got 2 veteran squads in a Chimera with a heavy flamer in the hull. They each have a las cannon and plasma gun. So these are 2 identical squads. And for my heavy support, we have 2 Lehman Russ battle tanks with sponson heavy bolters and a Manticore ordnance heavy support. And we got Big Guns Never Tire. We rolled that up, so lucky heavy support choices. So this will be 1,000 points of a mech guard. Okay, here's the battlefield. Again, we got the city terrain here at the War Store in Riverhead, courtesy of Don Dwyer. And we rolled up a Dawn of War, which is the 12-inch up the long edges, and big guns never tire. We got we rolled 5 objectives, so we have 1 here. There's 1 back behind this building, 2 over here on the other side of these buildings. So we got 4 objectives that are pretty centrally located, or at least located in this one area from half over here, and then 1 on the other side going up these steps here by this building. So let's roll, we gotta roll and see if there's a knife fight. The guard got first turn, rolled for that, so we're gonna see if it's a knife fight. What do we got? Nope. So we'll have to roll on turn 5. So we're gonna go to the deployment, and we'll see if the Necrons can steal initiative. So we got Dawn of War, big guns never tire on a city fight. Okay, we got deployment here for the guard. We got one of my veteran squads over here trying to go for this objective on the right flank. It's big guns never tire, so I got these 2 heavy support Lehman Russ battle tanks that might be able to, one of them should be able to survive and hopefully take that objective. My company command I put centrally located in the middle here. They can react to whichever way the Necrons are going to appear. And over here I have my Manticore on top of the one objective behind the building, and then I got this veteran squad to come out and take either one of these objectives here or here. And we'll come around to the other side of the table.
It's completely different than you would think that.
With Necrons. He put both of these are heavy support, right?
Yes.
So both of these are in reserve. They're not transports, they're just vehicles on their own. He's got the wraiths on the flank here, along with some warriors and Oberon, right?
Yes.
You got Oberon with them?
Oberon and the 7-man warriors. And we have the 8-man warriors in the center. And then we have 2 squads of 5 immortals.
And these guys have Tesla weapons. Alright, so here's the deployment. And we rolled to seize the initiative, and Brian seized the initiative. So the Necrons will be going first. They are appearing and are catching the guard off guard. Right. So we're going to go to turn 1, Necrons, movement and shooting. Okay, we had the Necron movement phase. The wraiths moved forward and got, what, a 1-inch run?
Yep.
So they moved up to this area. Oberon used his teleportation. Tried to get here by this objective, but scattered in between the 2 buildings. But he's in there nice and tight, and so he's teleported into that area. And then would you have not really much anything else, right? No other movement.
They're all hiding.
So we're gonna go on to shooting, or if you have any shooting, I guess these guys can shoot. Okay, the Imperial Guard movement phase. This Chimera from the veterans is going to move out. We're going to attempt to get some flamer shots and maybe some las gun shots with the squad inside on Oberon's warriors. The 2 battle tanks moved up. We got 1 going for the wraiths, and the other one is going to see if I can pick off some of these warriors that are sticking out of this building here. We got some sight on a couple warriors through this way with this command squad, and this veteran moved up, and we can only see two guys through that cover. Maybe get some shots over there. So just a little bit of movement. Tanks moving up for the objectives. Command squad staying still. 2 heavies moving up, and this veteran squad moving up to try to claim this objective here. Okay, so shooting results for the guard. We dropped 1 ordnance template from the Manticore on Oberon's squad, and what was it? We lost 2 warriors from that.
2 warriors.
and they didn't make their reanimation
Nope.
protocol.
We had actually lost 5. 3 made their reanimation protocol.
That's right. There was a lot of wounds, but because it was AP4 right from the center of the blast, but only 2 guys failed to get up. Over here we fired the battle cannon and the heavy bolters from the sponsons. No damage. They made their saves, the rates.
Yep.
Over here we fired. They made their saves, right? But then this guy got 1 shot.
Correct.
So we were able to. This guy shot through this window and was able to kill 1 warrior, and he did not get up.
Did not get up.
Okay, so he got killed, and then the back here, the immortals were fired upon by this veteran squad, and did 1 wound,
Did 1 wound, failed to get
and he
up.
couldn't get up. So we killed 1 immortal, 1 warrior, and 2 warriors from Oberon's squad altogether. So we're gonna go on to turn 2, the Necrons movement and shooting. Okay, movement phase. Saw the 2 flyers come on from reserve, both moving. What is that? Zooming.
Yep.
24-inch zooms coming up to get some shots on the battle tanks. Oberon squad came out from the ruins, has lined up to do some shooting here. The wraiths have moved up along the flank, and the warriors are moving out from the building. So we're gonna roll for these guys shooting on the veterans. Okay, we got some Gauss weapons.
Nothing.
Nothing. So 2 rounds from them. Can't get those 6s.
And
That's right, you guys don't have school.
we have particle casters.
Shooting into the rear.
Oh, that's right, you guys.
They all hit. And they are strength 6.
Let the cube go.
Pretty well, I lost 2-0.
So I got 1 10 and 1 glance.
So we got enough cover here to get some saves, right?
Yes.
So for the penetration, there's a 5, so it saves that, and the glance gets through. So it's just going to be a whole point. All right, so this Chimera takes a whole point of damage from a particle caster. And now we got these weapons, right?
Yep. And they are
Heat rays.
14 front, correct?
14 front, 13 sides. All right, so Brian's going to use the, what are they called, the heat ray?
The death rays.
Death rays. I keep calling them heat rays, I don't know why.
So what I'm going to do is this death ray is going to aim here and then move this way, 3d6.
Okay.
And this one will aim here, move that way, 3d6.
All right, so which one we're going first? This one?
first. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8.
So we got an 8-inch laser shot that's going to go right across both tanks, right?
And then I'll roll for the other one as well.
So the second one is going to attempt to do the same thing, which definitely does.
Definitely does, cuts across.
So both of these death rays have, what is it, like a laser burn?
Yes.
It starts here and then just goes, extends on however many inches you roll with the 3 dice.
Correct.
So both Lehman Russes have taken shots from both, so it's going to be 2 from this one.
Okay. So I'll
Strength
do
10?
Strength 10, AP 1.
So the first one doesn't get, it's front armor or is it side?
Front armor.
Front armor? So first one doesn't get through, but now we're going on to this one.
Nothing.
Okay.
And then we'll do this one.
Oh,
nothing.
here comes,
And then this one
that one gets
is
through.
penetration.
So the laser burn got through to this tank. And it's going to get a 4 plus 2. You said it's AP1?
AP1.
So that will be a destroyed result. So it will explode. So this Lehman Russ tank has been destroyed by the death ray. So we're going to have to put a crater there. All right. Is there any other shooting?
No, that's, well, let me just see.
Or some run moves, maybe?
No, I'm going to see if I got any shooting here. And 24 inches.
Yeah, looks like a couple guys, right? 4 guys?
3 guys.
3? So we got, well, this one's been destroyed.
Oh, that one's been destroyed.
So,
Then no. No shooting.
nothing there. That first guy, I can see the first guy's gun from here. So he should have range.
Nope.
Okay. All right, so this one tank has been destroyed. So first blood goes to Necrons for destroying the Lehman Russ battle tank with a death ray. So we got a charge from the Wraiths. They got 7 inches to get to the back of this tank, so they just need 3s to hit.
Control target and then non-war guns are non-war. 375, sir. The model immediately makes one.
And we're at strike 4?
6.
Strike 6.
Strike 6.
All right, so 4 is the glance. We got 1 pen.
1 pen.
All right, let's see what we got. A 3. Any bonuses?
Nope.
Any modifiers?
Nope.
So it won't be able to move or shoot next turn. And takes another hull point. Okay. And that's the end of the turn. Any
it.
run moves from the Immortals?
Nope.
You gonna stay where they are?
Stay where they are.
All right, so turn 2 shooting. So our first blood from the Necrons. Lehman Russ battle tank was destroyed. And the assault put another hull point of damage on the Veterans Chimera. So we'll go on to Imperial Guard, turn 2 response. Okay, we had shooting. I was able to kill, what, 4 warriors?
4 warriors.
From the Lehman Russ's heavy bolter and the heavy bolter and multi-laser from the company command squad. And the multi-laser from this. So he did not pass any of his reanimation protocol, so only 1 warrior remains with Oberon. We did 1 wound. Our veterans popped up, and a plasma gun and a melta gun snap fired because it was stunned, the tank. We got 2 6s, and the plasma gun did get through the invulnerable save, so we did 1 wound to the Wraiths. We tried to fire the Manticore. We got the 3 ordnance templates, but they all scattered wildly. 2 of them went that direction, 12 inches and 7 inches. Another one went towards this flyer, but got 7 inches. So we got the big number for the ordnance, but everything's scattered. So we're at the end of turn 2. The Necrons still have first blood. I was trying to get maybe a Slay of the Warlord here, but the Warlord remains. He passed all of his lookout sirs from all of the fire coming from this direction. So Necron turn 2. We'll go to movement. All right, so Necron shooting saw a lot of action here. The particle casters fired into this and did get did do 1 more hull point, so it was a wrecked result. We could not disembark within 6 inches of this access point and 1 inch away from the enemy models. So we had to do an emergency disembarkation into the ruin, which means they will not be able to perform any actions next turn at all. There was a casualty from shooting. Oberon teleported over there and joined that squad and fired his squad over here and was able to kill the last cannon that was in that area of the building. This warrior is left by himself to try to secure that objective. And over here, what are these guys called? Doom sights?
Doom sights.
The Doom sights pivoted 90, moved over. Between the Tesla and the Death Ray, the Manticore was annihilated with an explosion. And Tesla fire and Death Ray caused 3 hull points to make this a wreck. The veterans disembarked over the objective, failed their morale, so we're pinned. And then the Immortals have come out and fired their Tesla weapon, right?
Yep.
And you're able to get 1 kill on a veteran squad member from that area there. So a lot of shooting here, a lot of effective shooting from the Necrons. The Doom sights have already destroyed 3 vehicles in total. But our warlords are still alive, and well, currently line breaker with this one if that sticks around.
It's gonna have to fly off.
And we're going on to bottom
This
of
is
turn 3, right?
Yep.
All right, so let's see if the Imperial Guard can salvage some. We got two squads that are pinned. This one can't do anything, but we do have some vehicles in the center here. I got my command squad and one of my battle tanks. Let's see if we can Open up a can of whip ass here. Alright. Alright, on to the bottom of 3. Okay, the movement and shooting for the guard. We moved these tanks up. The multi-laser fired at the warrior here. He went to ground, did not wound him, but it's always the lowly las gun guy pops up out of the back, gets one shot, and he failed to save. So we killed the lone warrior here with a las gun shot. And the battle cannon fired everything it had. The scattered 6 inches missed Oberon, and the heavy bolters failed to snap fire. No hits there. But we got some lucky shots from the pin squad here. We were able to snap fire. This was within 12-inch range. So we fired our plasma gun, plasma pistol, and the las cannon. 1 plasma gun and 1 plasma pistol scored a hit. He overheated but made his 5+ save. And we were able to do 2 hull points of damage to the flyer. So we got that going for us. And so now these squads are unpinned. These flyers are going to have to make a decision whether they're going to stick around or go off the board. The mortals are coming out, so they're moving up the board to try to secure some of these objectives in the middle of the field. We're at mid-game. And Oberon's squad, he can be anywhere because he's got the teleporting ability. And these guys look like they might be in trouble from these rates because they can assault. So that's the end of turn 3. So we're moving on to turn 4, Necrons movement and shooting. Okay, in the Necron movement phase, the rates have maneuvered around this part of the building, so they only move 6, so they're going to be able to use their Hammer of Wrath attacks when they charge into the building with their jump packs. They ignore terrain. Oberon and his squad, the slow and steady advance of the Necron warriors towards the battle tank and the objectives. And slow and steady advance of the Immortals, now coming out from behind the building. We'll have nice shots on the veteran squad here, trying to hold this objective. So we're going to have to tell these guys to weather the storm of Tesla fire. And the 2 Doom sides decided to leave the battlefield, so they zoomed off, and they will be coming on at the top of turn 5. But we have to see if it's night fighting that turn, because we didn't have a night fight. So that was all the movement. Let's go on to shooting and assaults. Okay, so we got particle casters shooting here.
Strength 6, AP is a 5.
So 2 wounds. So I'm going to get the Ruin as the cover save for the veterans inside. 1 saved and 1 died, so we got 1 casualty so far. Okay. And we got these warriors firing at the battle tank.
So the first 3 are within 12, last 4 are not.
Okay, so the Gauss weaponry trying to penetrate the armor 14.
Not good rolls.
Look at the 6s.
Got 1 6.
Got 1 glance.
Oh,
Just a glance, right?
It's glance.
So we got 1 hull point damage on the Lehman Russ battle tank. Shooting over here from Tesla.
24-inch range. And all within range.
So lots of shots from the Tesla.
I don't think these guys are.
Okay, so we got Tesla fire from the first squad of 4. Looking for 6s, nothing.
Nothing.
Strength 7,
Strength 6.
strength 6,
Just, actually, these are strength 5.
strength
Those are
5
strength
Tesla.
5. And no AP, so they get their...
Alright, so 2 wounds. Okay, so we got some saves from the veterans. They both failed. So 2 will die from the front rank. And then we got the second squad. Only 2 are within range, you said?
Nope, they might not be in range anymore. Nope.
So the first 2 died.
So one is in range.
And there's the 6 from Tesla weapons. So we got 2 additional hits. And their
is a
strength 5, toughness 3, so we got 3 wounds. So 3 wounds from the veterans. They have a 5+ save. one will die. So that will be a morale check for them. So I have a veteran sergeant in there, so I need an 8 to see if I'm going to stick around on the objective. And they rally and hold. Holding on to that objective. Okay, so we're on the assault phase. So did they rapid fire?
Yes, so they can't assault.
Right?
And
But these guys can assault through
They will
the
assault.
terrain here, and they get the hammer of wrath attacks. So all you gotta do is roll better than Snake Eyes, it looks like, right? Alright, so they're gonna be in. So we got hammer of wrath attacks at initiative 10, one each.
one each. So we got one.
One hit. So we got one hammer of wrath wound. Do I get a save versus that? What's the AP of that?
I think
They
it's
have an
normal,
AP?
so yeah, you would get your,
Alright, so we save from the hammer of wrath and ruin. Alright, so we resolved Overwatch. I did not get any Overwatch hits on the wraiths, and my attacks, I had 9 attacks before he got into this terrain, and failed to wound. So now he's going to get his full attacks. You need 3s to hit, right?
3's to hit.
3s to hit for the wraiths.
Strength is a 6.
So 2s will wound. And does it have AP?
It's, nope. They do have rending, but there's no rending. 2, 4, 6, 7.
So 7 wounds on the squad. I got 5 guys before the sergeant can get hit. So 4 die, 5, and then 2 more. So I'll do it one at a time. So he's dead. So this is on the sergeant. We'll do lookout, sir, 4 or better. So the next trooper will step in front of the sergeant, and he will live. So I'm going to lose 5 guys from this squad from the wraith attacks. And that will be a leadership at -5, so I need a 3. And we fail the initiative. So I'm going to be run down. I'm sure you're going to catch me. Well, I got a 9.
I have a 2 initiative, so they did not catch
Alright,
it.
so I'm going to run away, the remainder of the squad, and we'll see which way we consolidate. Okay, so the result of that combat was the guardsmen were able to get away. The wraiths consolidated into the ruin. The guardsmen tried to consolidate around this objective. These guys did rapid fire, so they can't assault, and that will be the end of turn 4. So we're going to go to the top of turn 5. Let's see if it's a night fight.
No, you go.
Oh, I got. That's right. We're at the bottom. So we're at the bottom of turn 4 for the Imperial Guard's response. And it looks like we'll be able to get some kind of damage here. Let's see if we can take out Oberon. Maybe get the Slay of the Warlord. All right. So we saw some shooting with the last cannon brought down 1 immortal, but he was able to reanimate. And all this fire over here, I took out 3 warriors.
3 warriors.
All this fire here from the battle cannon, which wildly scattered again, but it was able to clip 1 guy at the back of the squad. The heavy bolters did do 1 wound to Oberon, so we wounded the warrior, the warlord, but the melty guns failed. They missed. Plasma gun and a melty gun was able to bring some of these guys down. None of them made their reanimation.
None of them.
So 4 warriors fell from the combined fire of the company command squad and their Chimera transport. And now it's going to be on to the top of turn 5. We're going to see if it's a night fight, and the 2 Doom Sights will be coming back on. And, all right, let's go to that.
Okay.
See if it's a night fight. So it will be a night fight, and the Doom Sights will be returning. So let's go on to Necron movement, top of turn 5. Okay, turn 5 movement for the Necrons. We have a night fight. The Doom Scythe came onto this side, the one that was damaged. The Wraiths came out of the ruins. So we got some lineup over here. Oberon teleported his squad from in front of the guns of the 2 tanks to come in from behind here. They had a dead hit, so they're going to have some nice shots at the rear of the Chimera of the company command. The Immortals have moved up through the alley this way, going to try to secure these objectives. And the Doom Scythe from ongoing reserves looks like it's going to get some nice shots here on this Imperial Guard veteran squad, trying to hold out on this objective. So we got turn 5 shooting from the Necrons. Alright, so we have the Necron shooting. Everything's within 12 inches over on this side of the board, so there's not going to be any cover saves. Particle casters.
All failed.
Big whiff right there. And now we got the Doom Scythe with its Tesla weapons. What did you find at the battle cannon tank? Demon Russ?
Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll fire at the squad.
Okay, so the squad is going to take the weapon from the Tesla, and then the Death Ray will mark one spot from there, and then
move out
from that direction.
Twin link. 2 extra shots. And that is a strength 7.
Okay, so the Tesla has done 6 wounds, and then we have the Death Ray, which is going to start on what? On one of those guys?
Start on here and move that way.
And travel in this direction.
So it will definitely hit the guy and then move this way. Like that.
Okay, so we got one guy, and then the tank is going to take the hit from the Death Ray. So the one guy is wounded. So that's 7 wounds on the squad altogether.
And then the
tank will survive the Death Ray. So 7 wounds. The Death Ray I can't get a save from, so one guy's going to die. So I'm going to have to roll these dice. Okay, result of the saves from the Tesla fire, the whole squad was killed, and then I had to make 4 saves on the Warlord, and he failed all 4 saves from the Tesla fire. So that's a slay the Warlord for the Necron, so 2-0. Now we got the Warriors firing into the back of this Chimera. Lost weapons.
Yep. So they all hit. And we have 4 glances.
So the glances will be enough to take out the Chimera, so it is a wreck. So this is gone. Alright, now on over here to the Immortals, or we're going to do the Doom Scythe first. Tesla fire into this veteran squad. 2 6s. So the Tesla weapons are starting to warm up. Strength 7.
2, 4, 6, 7.
7 wounds, and then the Death Ray.
Yep. And the Death Ray, what we'll do is...
Looks like you'll be able to get 4 guys, maybe, right? If you line it up.
12 inches away. So we'll start here, and we'll move this way.
So 4 guys. This guy rolled bigger than the snake eye, right? Well, you get 3 dice?
3 dice.
So there it is. So this guy rolled a wound for 4 more. So I took, 5 wounds from Tesla fire, and now heat Death Ray.
So
2 additional.
2 additional, and actually it was 7 from
7,
and then
so 9 altogether. So I'm going to go to ground. Okay, the veterans went to ground to try to save themselves from the Death Ray and the Tesla fire. We lost 5 guys. The sergeant's gone, and the plasma gunner. So now we're taking Tesla fire from this squad, but we're going to get cover because it's night fight and they're beyond 12 inches, so I get stealth. We went to ground, so it's another +1. So we're going to get a 3+ cover save from the shooting. You're going to get cover from behind this wrecked Chimera. 5.
Yep.
But you still have the gold. 30.
All right, 2 more will die, and there's only 2 in the squad that are left, so the squad has been wiped out from Tesla fire from the first squad of Immortals. So we just gave up this objective. Okay, so we got the Wraiths in the assault phase. I'm going to try to come after these guys, so I'm going to get Overwatch. Did they make it?
Yep.
All right, so we got Overwatch fire with the assault. And I got a plasma pistol and 2 las guns. So I need 6s to hit. And we got 1 6 with a las gun. Needs a 5 to wound, so we got 1 wound with the las gun. And the Wraith makes a save. So Hammer of Wrath. Okay, so the Wraiths are coming in.
Two rending. So we have 2, 4, 5 normal and 2 rendings.
Alright, so the rending will kill the first 2, and then it's 5 on the Sergeant, who's left. So the Sergeant's going to try to hold the ground. That's not going to happen. Takes 3 wounds. So the Wraiths have wiped out this veteran squad in assault. And they get to consolidate a D6. So they're going to consolidate 6. Alright, so the battlefield at the end of turn 5, a lot of casualties. The Immortals and the Doom Scythe have wiped out the veterans on this side of the battlefield, so these 2 objectives are now open for the taking. And over here, the Wraiths have taken care of my other troop choice, guarding that objective. And my command is gone, so he's got Slay the Warlord, First Blood, and these guys are on this objective. So I have my lone battle tank, which will try to do some damage and hopefully get a Slay the Warlord out of it. Maybe I can get a nice good hit with a pie plate there. So we're going to go on to the bottom of turn 5 for the Imperial Guard.
We made it.
Alright, so this is from the Heavy Bolters.
Made it. And the last heavy bolter on Oberon. Made it.
Alright, so Oberon made his saves from the Heavy Bolter fire. The pie plate scattered 3 inches, so it was able to clip 3 of these guys, and we wounded 2 of them. So 2 warriors fell from the battle cannon shot, but the Oberon was able to absorb the Heavy Bolter fire. So we couldn't get to Slay the Warlord.
And resurrection.
So we're going to see if these guys pop up.
One guy pops up.
So one guy's back. And that is the end of turn 5. So let's see if the game ends. If the game ends on this turn, it'll be First Blood and Slay the Warlord plus this objective. So that will be a lot of points. But we will go on to a turn 6.
So Phil, what, you want me
So
to
we got
next
Necron,
No thanks.
top of turn 6.
I can put on the
Okay, movement phase. So the Immortals moving up on this objective. These Immortals moved and ran to secure this objective. The Doom Scythe was able to fly over to there onto that objective because it's a heavy scoring unit. Another Doom Scythe moved onto this objective. Oberon teleported with his squad of troops over towards this objective, and the Wraiths are going to assault the Lehman Russ tanks. So let's see that result. Hammer of Wrath. Need 3s to hit, so all 3 hit. Strength 10 on the armor of the rear.
Strength 6.
So 4s will glance. So we got 1 glance. That takes it down to 2 hull points. So the Hammer of Wrath did some damage. Now we got its regular attacks. Strength 6. Need 3s to hit. And 4s to glance. So we got 3 penetrations, 2 glances. Let's see if it explodes with the 3 penetrations. Nope. So we have no explode results. So the last Imperial Guard unit on the table has been wrecked. That on there. All right, so we're at the end here. The last Imperial Guard unit has been destroyed, so we totaled up the points. The Necrons were able to get the 3 basic objectives of First Blood when they killed the first tank, which was destroyed. They slew the Warlord, the company commander, and then Linebreaker with the Doom Scythe at the end over here. So all 3 points for that. plus 4 objectives were captured. 1 there, here, here, and here. And the 3 heavy support units from the Imperial Guard, which is the 2 Lehman Russ battle tanks and the Manticore. So that's 3 more victories. That's 18 victory points to 0. That's a beating.
Well, no, you killed troop choice.
Oh, heavy support is the only one that counts.
Okay.
So 18 to 0. So a complete annihilation by the Necrons in this city. So we get a little bird's eye view here. That's it. All right, so we're at the post game. It was a complete Necron victory, 18 victory points to 0. That's the full boat. That's all the scoring units, all the heavy support choices that were wiped out, and you controlled 4 out of the 5 objectives. So you got a unit of the game.
Unit of the game would be the Doom Scythes. They not only claimed 2 objectives at the end of the game, but they accounted for 4 vehicles during the game. And also took a pretty large amount of the fire that they could away from the other units that wouldn't survive it.
I agree. Plus, they look beautiful. I mean, look at that. A lot of work went into these guys. So not only were they unit of the game. Whoop. Well, this is magnetized, I hope.
Yep.
Unit of the game, but also probably best looking. So we got that. For me, I guess it would be that one las gunner that popped up out of the company command tank that shot the last warrior. So I got 1 kill. Well, kill points doesn't matter in this game, but I did kill 1 squad. So the las gunner from the veteran squad, he got the player of the game for me. Looking for that new codex for that guard. But great game again at the War Store in Riverhead, and looking forward to seeing Brian's army, as it gets painted up to grow in size. And what do you got next on the list? You got monoliths?
Probably monolith, but I might actually go more for, might do some more Nemesaur, get the Nemesaur in.
Couple more HQ units?
A couple HQ units, I think. I'd like to try to get all the warrior squads the ability to teleport. I think at the end of the game that helps.
Yeah, it's a lot of
claim some
mobility
objectives.
with that guy Oberon, be able to move all over the board and get his shots in.
Yeah, so
Definitely good.
With an Overlord and Nemesaur, I can get two Royal Courts, so that'll allow me to get 2 Cryptex and have Oberon also teleporting. So that would be 3 troop units I could teleport throughout the game. As
A lot of mobility.
a lot of mobility.
And you got another flyer on the painting table.
Another flyer possible. Got to see where the points come from, but it's a lot of different directions I can go for 1850.
All right, so stay tuned. Looking for future battle reports against Brian and his Necrons as they grow in size. This is Heavy Bolter Joe from the War Store in Riverhead. Hope to see you next time.